Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from.
What's going down, gamblers around the world? It's the coach here, back again Friday. You know, it's Friday time, Friday night lights. Inside the stadium, I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Marley, Mr. NBA, Mr. I didn't carry the show all year. And now PJ want to come on win his playoffs, like I said, Mr. Marley Betts.
What's going down, people?
And we joined, and we joined in. We got the back-to-back guests. My boy, Mr. D. Cameron, he knows all this shit about the playoff rankings and stuff. And LJ will be joining us shortly, and we might even get a special cameo by the Reaper himself. What's going on? What's going down, D?
You're deep.
Yeah, what's the word?
Not much, man. Just ready to get these picks in.
Man.
Yeah,
okay, hold on.
I ain't gonna lie, right here. Hold on. Yeah, enjoyed you yesterday, my brother. Been a while since I seen you, bro. It was real good seeing you on a personal tip. You know what I'm saying?
All love.
For sure. What's up, LJ? What's going on?
LJ, what's the deal?
What's up, bro? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yeah, we got you locked in. We locked in. Just to recap yesterday, I think we was all kind of all over the place. I don't know if anybody went over 500 or at 500. So overall, I just did the recap. Bad day yesterday. So if I'm wrong, then y'all can kind of shed that light on and let me share these out to all the chats. How y'all boys do? How did y'all do? I already know how y'all did, but I want to hear from y'all.
Yeah, I mean, overall, personally, I'll say I have a good day, just because after the Knicks lost, I just flooded the Suns money line and just went all in Suns money line. I ain't got not all in, but I put the good portion of what I had on the Suns, and they got me back to a little above over. I profited overall for the day yesterday, put it like that, instead of taking the L with just going on our show pick. So once I think the Knicks, once I was like, the Knicks are not actually, to be honest with you, coach, once you put in the chat all in on the Suns, I went and immediately made that bet once you posted in our personal chat last night. I don't even think I said nothing. Like, I don't think I even replied to the chat. I didn't say, okay, I'm with you. Like, I immediately went to you, Wager, and was like, coach is right. We got to get back from earlier, like Suns, money line, and we won by 1 point. So, ultimately, personally, good day. But, our picks yesterday, I mean, I think I went 1-3. 2-3. Indiana covered in the Heat. Won money line, lost on the T-Wolves, lost on the Knicks, and lost on the Suns -3. Yeah, so I went 2-3 yesterday, for show purposes. But personally, it wasn't a bad day. It was a good recovery from what started out good, because the Heat took off early and Indy played pretty decent all the way through. So up and down day, like you said, stinker. But personally, not too bad. Had a good recovery there, so to speak.
All right. LJ, what about yourself?
I had a great day because when I do the lines, I also do money lines. So the Knicks didn't cover, the Suns didn't cover, but I had all the teams money line. The only team I missed was Minnesota. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I went 8-1, and I hit a big parlay, 600 on $10.
Okay.
Oh, bro.
Okay.
Can't be mad at that.
Yeah, how'd you do?
And it's my birthday today too, so I'm having a great day.
Bro?
Yes, today's my birthday. Yes.
This drink.
Happy birthday, big dog.
Hey, I've already been drinking. I don't know if y'all can notice. I'm kind of tipsy right now, so Good.
Yeah, me and baby went to Razoo's earlier, so I had me a swamp thing. I'm drinking on this.
Well,
I
I
got
should be
bottle
all right
somewhere.
today because I ain't took no pills yet, so I'm pretty good. I'm ready to really get this shit rolling.
Straight.
But
What's up, man?
as far as yesterday, Dale, how'd you do? How'd you finish off, D?
150. I went 2-2.
Okay, so you right at 500. Now, as far as my picks,
Portland,
yesterday,
Portland, and
go
Indiana.
ahead.
Yeah, Portland, Indiana, and then T-Wolves and Knicks was the 2 losses.
Hey, Marley, this nigga Dale texted me right when Damian Lillard made that layup. He was like, "Dame time." I was like, man, I was like, this motherfucker. And I was so hot because old boy missed 3 out of 4 free throws to really clinch it, to really put him in a position to really cover the spread. But as far as like,
who y'all talking about?
But as far as like
the
Suns game.
Oh yeah. Hey, what about that Damian Lillard prop though?
LJ, you loud than a mother.
I'm loud. My bad. Let me turn down. What about now?
No, you good. You good.
What
I'm
about
only
now?
laughing because you said you drunk, so I know it's because you drunk and shit. You good though? My bad.
Hey,
Come on, man.
what about that Dame prop though?
Now, what he had? I didn't even know.
He had 41.
Holy shit! So he broke.
And
what was the record that he broke?
7 straight for the franchise record. 30 points, 7 straight games.
For the franchise record, Portland's record. Okay.
Yeah. So I cashed on that too last night.
That was a good prop last night.
Yeah.
Well, as far as my personal plays, I like I was telling Marley I told Dale earlier, LJ, I tell you now, shit, I deposited 150 after the show. Got up to 1,500, cashed out on their ass. I end up catching the Bucks because I missed out. By the time my money got deposited, I missed out on that Knicks to start the game off. But I caught the Bucks. I caught the Bucks first half at -1.5. So
what
I
they
jumped
won
on
by
that
2?
quick, and luckily they pulled away with the last late run.
Yeah,
they covered by 3, I think.
That game.
So
that
I
was
caught
Indiana.
that. Then I did right. Indiana was on their ass, and I was like, man,
They was on their
ass.
ass. Yeah.
Caught that. I forgot what the next game I caught, but I ended up catching the Knicks. I caught the Knicks at a good line. I caught them at money line when they were down because they were down by 17 in the third quarter. So I caught them with plus money just to win. And then after that, I ended up catching I just went all in. At that point, I got up to like 800, so I just went all in on the Suns money line and was like, "Yo, let's get it." You know what I'm saying? And
Is that what you made the
close,
tick
dog.
in the group?
I was like, damn, 800 gone. Stupid ass motherfucker missed 3 out of 4 free throws. And then Dame came down and hit that layup. So now they up 3. I'm like, come on, bro. But yeah, luckily. But you know what's crazy? That's Booker's second time winning a game by a last second foul in the last 2 or 3 months. Because I caught them before money line and they was losing. And it came down to Devin Booker making those free throws and to win the game. So I'm definitely blessed. You wagered definitely just deposited my money through Bitcoin. So I'm ready to get it rolling today. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. First game on the slate. We got the Cavs taking on Washington. This line opened up in favor of Washington -7. Right now is the consensus that line has moved up 2 full points. Is -9. The totals opened up at 224.5. Right now that line is at 226.5. Cleveland Cavaliers at 22-48 on the year, but 26-44 against the spread. While the Wizards, who are still fighting right now to jock their position, they're 32-38 on the year, but 40-29-1 against the spread. Get to these actual factuals real quick. Excuse me. Cleveland, they're 2-10 against the spread in the last 10 games, 1-11 straight up in the last 12 games this season. They're 2-4 straight up in the last 6 games against the spread against the Wizards. They're 2-4 straight up in the last 6 games against the Wizards. 0-6 against the spread in the last 6 games on the road. 12-5 straight up in the last 17 games when playing on the road against Washington. Damn, 1-9 straight up in the last 10 games this season. 2-6 against the spread in the last 8 games against the Eastern Conference opponent. And the under has hit 6 out of the last 7 games when played on a Friday. As far as the Wizards are 14-3-1 against the spread in the last 18 games. They are playing real hot right now. The total's gone over 6 out of the last 7. They're 13-5 straight up in the last 18 games, 7-1 straight up in the last 8 games at home, but 5-12 in the last 17 games when playing at home against Cleveland. But this is a new team. The over has gone over 4 out of the last 5 games this season, and they are 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games against a Central Division opponent, and they are 5-1-1 against the spread in the last 7 games when playing in the month of May. As far as tonight's game, Kevin Love, he is out. Della Luevo has been downgraded to out as well. Haderstenstein, I know I probably butchered that. He is out as well, and Stevens is out. And they got everybody done tapped out for Cleveland pretty much from what I'm looking at on this injury report. But Bradley Beal is out tonight for the game for the Wizards. Cleveland, they're coming off a upset, a 102-94 upset against Boston on the 12th, while the Wizards are on back-to-back L's against Atlanta. Washington hosting the Cavaliers. Let's let you start this off, Mr. 8-1 yesterday. What you think, LJ?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we got you.
The Wizards are still fighting for their position with Charlotte, I believe. So with like 2 games left, I think if Washington wins this game, they will secure that slot. But Charlotte has to win both of their games to secure their spot. So the Wizards have an advantage in this game. Cleveland is trash, even though they beat Boston the other night. Cost me money. I don't see them competing tonight. You know, like you just said, half their team is gone. They mailed it in. I'm going to take Washington first half for sure. It's -5 first half. That's for block that one in for me. And I'm just gonna. I mean, I could take the money line, but I'm just scared, man, that Washington, let off the gas a little bit, knowing that they got the victory in hand. So I'm gonna stay away from the total game. So I'm gonna ride with the first half. Washington -5.
All right. LJ with the Wizards first half. It's interesting play. Marley, what you got?
I actually made the same play LJ is talking about. And that's simply because, like you said, Washington still needs this game as far as, win-loss to secure their spot. I can't remember who's exactly at 11, who right on their ass for that last spot, and if they can even move up. But I think 2 losses keeps them out for sure. If is it Chicago behind them? I think they're fine. I don't think Chicago can catch them.
No.
Yeah, I think they can only move up. They can't move out of 10.
They're locked in the play-in.
Right, they're locked in the play-in. Right. So I think they can only move up to 9, maybe. Obviously, they can't move out. I don't know if you care about being in 9 or 10. I guess. I kind of made this play with the assumption that they could have gotten, they would have gotten out. They could have been a chance for them to be out. But with that not being the case, I'm on the 4 though. Cleveland been checked out. At least for instance, this team still want to win going into the play-in. I don't think you want to back in going into the play-in. You just want to get healthy and the guys that are playing to finish the season playing well. So I just took the -4 just because if this is a fourth quarter game and we're coming down to the last 3 to 5 minutes, they're up by 12. Are they caring to cover 9? Like they're not trying to blow this team out. I don't give a shit. So at the end of the day, it's about the win, even if it's really about the win with this team, because like Dale just said, they're already locked into the play-in. So I think at best they can improve their position because Indiana did lose. But 9 is playing 10, 10 is playing 9. So it's like, does it matter? I don't know if one plays at home. I don't know if 9 get to play at home versus 10 playing at home. Maybe that's an advantage. I guess I would have to look into that. But I still took Washington minus the 5. That's the only play, the only look I can go with in this game. I can't even look the other way, personally, my opinion.
All right. Bet. D, what you got?
Oh, Coach, you got robot voice.
What about now? Can you hear me now?
No, you still. I mean, we hear you, just robot voice. Do you want to go and come in, while Dale
Yeah, let me.
tell us why he like, who he likes?
All right. So I'm gonna go against the grain. I think the Cavs are gonna cover.
Or maybe that's me with robot voice because now I hear Dale robot voice.
Oh damn. Well,
Maybe that's me. Maybe I need to
Hello?
go come back in. LJ, we're having technical difficulties. LJ, take over till Coach come back. Until I come back, I'm gonna go out and come back in. Go ahead, Dale. Just break down why you like
all right.
who you like, and we'll keep going.
Like I said, no Bradley Beal.
Oh, no, I'm good. I hear you. My bad. Go ahead.
Cavs have last 4 out of their 5 games that they lost were all decided by 4 points or less. So they're still playing competitive ball, regardless if they're not going to make the play-in or not.
True.
Players going to get their experience. So I still think they're going to give Washington a run for their money. And I never trust Russ when something's kind of on the line, like because Russ will try to do too much and
Right.
it up. He doesn't have Bradley there to save him. I just feel like the Cavs could cover this spread. And, I like it. Like I said, they're still playing competitive ball, so I think it's a good pick.
Agree. I can agree with that. You got no arguments over here with me.
So what? My bad. How does it sound now? Mic check 1 2 1 2.
You good?
All right. So what? Dale like the Cavs with the points.
Dale like the Cavs +9.
Ooh.
Yeah, Cavs still playing competitive ball, P. The
They
last
are. I can't argue with that. They are.
5 games that they play all decided by 4 points or less.
But Sexton.
Yeah.
Wait. What was that last statement? The last Cavs what? 4 points or less. What'd you say?
Games that they played were all decided by 4 points or less.
The last 4 games, who played?
The last 5 games the Cavs played.
They lost to Dallas 97-124.
When?
May 9th.
Dang.
Maybe he meant the last 3 games.
The last 3 games, Dallas is included in that last 3. But if you're talking about the last 2, yes. Oh, well, no, they lost to Indiana 102-111. Because I've been saying, like, everybody covers against the Cavs. That's why I took Boston against them the last game they won, because everybody been covering these huge-ass spreads against them. But I don't want to. You good.
Well, shit, they'll get the last laugh in.
But
Cavs
they did
+9.
win the last game +9. So that's what I'm saying.
Right. Well, I'm a ride with you.
I'm not going against you because I'm not fading you, so I don't think they could cover that 9. That's definitely not the thing.
I'm gonna ride with y'all boys on that first half. The Wizards actually have taken care of me a couple of times this year in the first half, so I'm gonna ride with that. What is the Sexton points right now for the good prop? Where is it at right now? United Day. Let us know. We'll put it up. But anyways, I like the Wizards first half too. Marley, seemed like you got a good line -4 if it's at 5. I probably just gonna do an in-game bet.
I call that 5.
First, okay. I'm probably gonna do an in-game. Hopefully, the Cavs go on a little run, try to get a better value. But the Wizards have been great. I wish I had the stats to know, what the record was in the first half. But in the last couple of weeks, I have taken them first half, and I've actually cashed out. So that's going to be my play for that one. Hey, man, be sure to like, subscribe, follow for everybody that's locked in, whatever platform you're looking at. Let's get on to the next game. We got them Nuggets coming off a back-to-back, taking on the Pistons. This line opened up in favor of Denver -9.5. Right now, you get that line at -8.5. The total was opened up at 221.5. And man, it's jumped down several points right now. It's at 216.5. The Nuggets, they're 46. They're 46-24 on the year, 33-37. And I think currently they're locked in. Are they locked in at number 3, or are they still battling?
They are locked at 4. Well, they're not
4?
locked. They can catch I think they're a game behind the Clippers.
Okay. And we're gonna cover that game a little later too. So Detroit, they are 20-50 on the year, 34-32-4 against the spread. Get to these actual factuals. The Nuggets, they're 2-4 against the spread in the last 6 games, 12-4 straight up in the last 16 games. They've been playing lights out since Murray went down with the injury. They're 3-6 against the spread in the last 9 games against Detroit, 5-2 straight up in the last 7 games against Detroit. The unders hit 12 out of the last 16 games on the road for the Nuggets, but they're 4-16 straight up in the last 20 games when playing on the road against Detroit, 7-3 straight up in the last 10 games this season, and 7-1 against the spread in the last 8 games when playing against a Central Division opponent. The Pistons, they're 2-6 against the spread in the last 8 games. The total has gone under 4 out of the last 5. They are 1-7 straight up in the last 8 games. The over's gone over 4 out of the last 6 against Denver. They're 1-5 straight up in the last 6 games at home. 16-4 straight up in the last 20 games when playing at home against Denver. 2-6-1 against the spread in the last 9 games against a Northwest Division opponent, and 2-6 against the spread in the last 8 games when played in the month of May. Injury reports. Millsap, he is out for today's game. Barton is out indefinitely. Aaron Gordon is out for tonight's game as well. Morris, he is questionable for today's game. And Campazano, whatever, he is questionable for today's game. As far as the Pistons, Ellington, he is downgraded to out for today's game. Joseph is out. Plumlee is out. Grant is out. Magruder is out. Jackson is out. And Stewart is out for today's game. So they pretty much tapped out for the whole year. The Nuggets, though, are coming off a back-to-back big 2-game win streak against Charlotte and Minnesota. They played yesterday, beating Minnesota 114-103. We all thought that was a good spot for Minnesota to pop theirs, but boy, was we wrong. While Detroit, they're on a 3-game losing streak in the hands of Philly, Chicago, and Minnesota on the 11th, 119-100. Nuggets, them spicy nuggets that Marley likes, taking on the Pistons. I'll let you take this one away, Marley. What you got?
You either go to Wendy's or you go home.
Yeah.
That's all I can say for tonight. The Pistons don't have anybody that wants to play. Like, I don't even think they want to play this game. The only question you have to ask yourself is, are the Nuggets going to win by 8.5, by 9 points? Because they don't really have nothing to necessarily play for. They can catch the Clippers. I don't think me personally, I'll ask this question to Dale when they get back on him. Do they want to catch the Clippers? They're at 4. They play Dallas, who is locked at 5. I don't think Dallas is locked because Portland can catch them. But if things stand the way they stand now, they play the Nuggets. They play the Mavs at 5. So would you rather play the Mavs at 5 or move up to 3 and play Portland at 6? If I'm Denver, I think I'd rather play the Mavs and Luka than Dame and Portland, because I feel like Dame will in my ass. We've seen Dame time over and over and over in the playoffs and in the regular season. Luka, he had a good playoffs last year, but he's still kind of unproven in those playoffs. And personally, like I said, if I'm Denver, I'd rather see the Mavs. So I say I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's Nuggets or nothing for me personally.
Marley, that's your phone.
Nuggets or nothing.
Marley, that's your phone. You got to put that on Do Not Disturb, Playboy. Dale, since Marley, let Dale reply back to what Marley just said. Dale, what you think on this game?
Yeah, like he was saying, man. Like you said, Detroit, they're depleted. They're not playing nobody. They don't seem interested in the season no more. I think Denver, they just want to keep playing good basketball rolling into the playoffs. You never kind of want to take your foot off the gas rolling into the playoffs. You want your to be full. So I think Denver easily cover the spread. It's an easy game. Like I said, I mean, Plumlee's the lead. He's averaging. Not even playing tonight, but
I mean,
just trash. There's no way they're gonna beat Denver or cover the spread.
Who background is that?
So you like the Nuggets with the points -8.5?
Yeah.
Okay. Marley, what was your official play? Your phone ring and messed it up. What was your official play?
Oh, my bad. 8.5 Nuggets.
So you like them Nuggets. The boy United Dave said he's going to Wingstop tonight. Hey, man, Wingstop messed me up about 2 weeks ago. Had me up all night. I said, never again. So I'm going to have to – I'll probably mess with Wingstop during football season when it starts, but I'm out of there one now. LJ, what you got?
I didn't see it. Where was it?
yes, I am going to pass on a side on this game. I don't think Denver's going to be really motivated to beat this team by 8 points, to be honest. I see the same way the first game, Washington, Cleveland. I think Denver will take off the gas and Detroit will probably win or lose probably like maybe 4, 5, 6. But I don't think they're going to lose by 9. So, but I am going to take a prop. All those players that's out for Detroit, the only person left is Sadiq Bey. He's averaging 17 points a game his last 7 games. So they have a prop up here, Sadiq Bey, 20-plus points, plus 129. I'm going to ride with that prop. I think he's going to have over 20 points today because Detroit does have nobody else in the lineup that could get up points, especially if Jeremy Grant is out too. So I'm looking for him to have a decent night tonight. I mean, Detroit is trash, man. They had 28 turnovers the last game they played. Who's going to ride with a team that's committing to turning over the ball 28 times? Like, that's just horrible. So,
right.
So you like Bay over 20? Bay over 20?
Sadiq Bey over 20 points.
That ain't a bad little prop. That ain't a bad prop at all. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one. If anything, I would lean towards the Nuggets first half, but I'm kind of like the scenario as far as the playoff scenario. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go against the Portland right now. Dame time shit. We almost got our ass Dame time yesterday. I definitely would rather play against anybody in the first round besides them and the Lakers. Well, not even Lakers. I'll be ready for the Lakers, in the first round because I don't think LeBron gonna be ready, to be honest. But
no, I think they'll still beat Denver though, because Denver can move up. Like Marty was saying, do they want to move up to that 3?
Hated
one. What I'm saying?
Steph is out. No Steph Curry tonight.
Ooh, I'm glad I didn't take that bet.
Somebody was asking in the chat.
That's an under for sure. But like Marley was saying, if Denver move up, they're gonna go to the 3 spot, and let's just say Portland lose their last game and the Lakers get that 6 spot. Denver don't want to play the Lakers first round. So I think they're reverse tanking. You know what I'm saying? They want to stay in that 4 spot.
I think
Definitely.
so.
Yeah.
I think the Clippers want to stay in 3.
Yeah. It's yeah. I don't think Denver gonna want the Lakers first round.
Yeah, Steph out, Wiggins out, Golden State. Yeah, Golden State there's a lot of people out.
Under.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Scratch that game. All right, let's get on to the next game. Raptors taking on the Mavericks. Right now that line, that line opened up. Here it is. That line opened up -13.5. Right now it's at 14.5. You can catch it at some spots at 14. The total's at 221.5. Right now that line is at 219.5. Toronto Raptors, they're only 27-43. They're 27-43 for the year, 30-39-1 against the spread, while the Mavericks are 41-29 on the year, 35-35 against the spread. In the the Raptors, they have gone under. The unders hit 4 out of the last 5 games. They're 0-5 straight up in the last 5 games. 2-5 against the spread in the last 7 games against Dallas. 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games against Dallas. They're 2-5 against the spread against Dallas. Excuse me. They're 2-5, 2-15 straight up in the last 17 games on the road. The unders hit 5 out of the last 6 games when playing on the road against Toronto. They're 1-8 straight up in the last 9 games this season, and 4-2 against the spread in the last 6 games against an opponent in the Southwest Division. Dallas Mavericks, they're 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games. The overs hit 7 out of the last 10. They are 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games. The unders hit 10 out of the last 14 against Toronto. 7-1 straight up in the last 8 games at home. The unders hit 4 out of the last 5 when playing at home against Toronto. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games this season. 7-0 straight up in the last 7 games when playing against the Eastern Conference opponent. And 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games when playing in the month of May. Toronto injury reports. Kyle Lowry, he is out. Hood is questionable. Siakam is out. Van Fleet is out. Anabai, say this boy name. I keep getting his name. He is questionable for today's game. Yeah, the Moby. Yeah. Anunoby. He is questionable for today's game. And Harris is doubtful for today's game. So they pretty much done tapped that too. Reddick is out indefinitely. Kleber, he is out for tonight's game as well. Toronto, in the last 5 games, they have lost to the Clippers, Wizards, Memphis, Clippers again, and in Chicago. While the Mavericks, a 1-game winning streak against the Pelicans, but they lost the night before against Memphis, and before that, it was on a 4-game winning streak, which they beat Brooklyn in one of those games, 4 games, in one of those 4 games during that streak. Dallas versus Toronto, what you got, Dale?
I got Dallas.
Caught them.
Yeah. Minus 14?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Toronto got nobody. Like I say, man, these teams, you want to play good ball, man. Dallas want to get some good ball playing right now, man. They first round. So they get firing on all stuff. So they might be trying some things out, but yeah, I got them covering the 14. Man. Blast these fools. Raptors, like I said, trash. Now Dallas did beat the Nets, but like I said, they didn't have James, so you can't really say they beat them at a full strength, but still a good win. Yeah, Dallas needs this. They need to get double-digit win.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you good. Go ahead, Marley.
I don't have a play on a full game. I did take Dallas first half minus 8, 8.5. Excuse me, I called it at 8.5. And simply my reasoning is this: Dallas wants to play Denver. I think if you're Dallas, you don't want to move. You don't want Portland to catch you, and you drop to 6, and then you play the Clippers in the first round. Which they probably have all the confidence in the world against the Clippers if you look at the bubble from last year. But yet and still, if you're looking at it on paper, if you ask me, if I'm Dallas, I'd rather catch Denver with no Murray and take my chances with Luka and going Luka against Jokic. You know what I'm saying? To me, if I'm Dallas, that's what I'm thinking. And with that being said, so they need to win, because if they lose tonight and Portland wins tomorrow, then I think they swap places where Portland will be in 5th and they'll be in 6th. So I think Dallas wants to win. Like Dale said, they want to go into the playoffs playing good ball. Not only do they want to go into the playoffs playing good ball, I think they like that matchup with Denver versus a matchup with the Clippers. So I'm scared of the minus 14. A lot of points to me. But at least that first half, I think I'm going to get full effort versus if the second half Dallas is up by 12 with 5 minutes to go, are they going to push to blow them out by 20? Or are they going to take the foot off the gas and, we got 1 game left. A win is a win. We played good. Let's get off the court. We don't have to win by 14. So I'm scared of that scenario versus first half. We can get out to as big as a lead as possible, put on the gas. Let's look good. et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So even though 8.5 rather is a lot, I'm more comfortable with the first half with the energy and effort I'm gonna get versus, like I said, if they up by 10 with 5 minutes to go, you know, but on the other hand, Delta's right. Who the fuck does Toronto have? Who's gonna make those points to get it under 14 if they are up? So but Dell got a little more nuts than I got today. So I'm gonna just take the first half minus the 8.5 versus the full game though.
Okay.
All right. All right, LJ, what you got?
I'm riding with Marley. I'm just going to take the first half as well. I don't think they want to win by 14 points. And you tell they're going all in because Porzingis is coming back. So they trying to move up and try to get out of that slot. So they going all in.
I think they want to stay right where they at.
Yeah.
I think they're one game ahead of Portland. Portland's in 6. They're in 4. I mean, 5th. And so if they just win, they stay where they're at. And I think that's where they want to be.
Yeah. So I'm riding with you. First half.
All right, bet. All right, well, let's get on to our next game. I'm going to pass on this one. Next game, we got the Clippers in the H out here right now, taking on them sorry-ass Rockets. Now watch, I say that Rockets end up winning by 15. The line opened up in favor of the Clippers minus 11.5 right now. As a consensus, that line is minus 8. The total opened up at 226.5 right now. That line is at 225. The Clippers are 47-23 on the year, 30-39-1 against the spread, while the Rockets are 16-54 on the year, 26-44 against the spread. Get to these actual factuals. Clippers 3-6 against the spread in the last 9 games. The unders hit 9 out of the last 10. They're 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games, but 2-5 against the spread in the last 7 games when playing against Houston. 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games against Houston. The unders hit 5 out of the last 5 on the road for the Clippers. They're 15-5 straight up in the last 20 games this season. 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games against an opponent in the Western Conference, and 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games when playing against an opponent from the Southwest Division. Good old Rockets. They are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games. The overs hit 6 out of the last 6. They're 0-7 straight up in the last 7 games. 1-8 straight up in the last 9 games at home. The overs hit 5 out of the last 5 games this season. They're 0-12 straight up in the last 12 games when playing against an opponent in the Western Conference. 5-13 against the spread in the last 18 games when playing against an opponent from the Pacific Division. And 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games in the month of May. Injury report: Ibaka's questionable for tonight's game. Paul George is out. Leonard is out. Jackson doubtful. Beverly out. Man out. Coffee out. So they're resting people. Houston, Eric Gordon. Oh, well, shit. All these dudes been out. Woods out. House Jr. is out. D. Wilson's out. Porter Jr. is out. And Jeffries has been downgraded to out as well. The Clippers they're on a back-to-back. They played Charlotte yesterday, beat them 113-90, and before then they beat Toronto 115-96. While Houston on the 12th they lost to the Lakers in a close one, 124-122. Houston Rockets taking on the Clippers. Start off with you, Marley. What you got?
Oh man, this is a tough situation.
Do it.
Bet because everything in me is really telling me to take these Rockets tonight.
Do it.
And it's simply because I don't think the Clippers want to win. They're like a game or two back behind Phoenix for the second spot. And that's a date with the Lakers the first round. I know I keep hearing Dale and PJ tell me the Lakers are banged up and don't nobody care. This is the perfect time to catch them. And that may be true. But I don't think that's what the Clippers are thinking.
Man.
And I think the Clippers don't want to see that guy. And I think it's evident and by what they're doing tonight. No Leonard, no George, Beverly, Jackson. Like, everybody's out. They're giving the Rockets every opportunity to cover this 8 because they don't want to move.
Yeah.
They want to stay at number 3, and if they play the Lakers, so be it in the conference finals. That's where they meet them at. Not in the first round at the 2 seed. If they did, like you guys suggest, and they're not scared, Leonard and George would be in the lineup. Damn sure Reggie Jackson. If anybody,
Yeah.
Reggie Jackson would be in the lineup. Why is he sitting out? He's
Straight up.
So you can't tell me that they're not thinking about staying where they're at. They may not be scared of the Lakers, but they definitely want to stay at 3 and want to play Portland, which honestly, I love that matchup with Dame and Paul George, because if Paul George comes up short, Portland could pop their ass on the low. Paul George has to play his role for them to win. It can't be just Kawhi and the rest of the cast. Paul George has to be playoff P. And if he's not, Dame will pop his ass. And I hope Dame pops his ass. But as far as tonight, I'm on the Rockets plus the 8 point. I'm damn well tempted to sprinkle a little bit on the money line.
Do it.
I really think the Clippers don't want to win this game. That is LeBron's town, and I think that shadow is too big for them right now. And you know who knows it? You know who knows it? If anybody knows it on their team, do you know who knows it? Ty motherfucking Lue. So if anybody telling them they don't want none of LeBron right now, or if anybody knows deep down in their spirit that they don't want to play LeBron, they might come out and tell us all the fuck they want to tell us in the media. But if anybody knows deep down in their soul how LeBron is feeling, if he's hurt, if he really can come out there, and if they really can beat them, it's Ty Lue. And Ty Lue is telling us right now he doesn't want a part of LeBron in the first round. He's telling us because he's resting Reggie Jackson. So,
hey, not worried about these Lakers. Hey, nobody's worried about these Lakers.
Ty Lue is.
No, he's not. He see they banged up, man. All their best players.
Why he not going for the number 2 seed?
Davis, LeBron, all banged up.
Why he not going for the number 2 seed?
Them played together.
Why isn't he going for the number 2 seed?
Man, please, man. Lakers, they not in this shit.
Hey, I'm not even saying you wrong. I'm just asking you, why isn't the man going for the number 2 seed? Reggie Jackson out. Both of your point guards are out. Patrick Beverly and Reggie Jackson.
Man,
for what?
The Clippers ain't been known for low management since last season, man. Come on.
But they weren't doing that this year because when they lost, Paul George complained about they didn't have enough chemistry. They didn't, mesh together well. It was Doc Rivers' fault. Like all this other stuff. Like I'm not even a Laker fan because somebody just posted in the chat, hated 174. What's going down? Welcome to the squad. Appreciate you. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not even a Laker fan like that. You feel me? I'm not. I think the Nets are going to win it. I'm not a Nets fan, but I'm saying that's who I personally think going to win the championship. I personally don't care about the Lakers like that, but I'm saying based on this starting lineup that I'm getting today, based on who's resting and who's not and what's up for grabs, to me, Ty Lue is saying we don't want the number 2 seed. We don't want it.
Yeah.
Phoenix, you have it. Take it. We damn sure don't want it. Because they got the Rockets, who if Kawhi and Reggie Jackson, or even Paul George and Reggie Jackson plays, then they should easily beat the Rockets. Easily. But they're resting everybody, which gives the Rockets a slimmer of a chance. So, to me, that's saying we're comfortable at 3. If the Lakers want to move up to 6, then they can do that, but we're comfortable at 3. We want no parts of 2. That's all I'm saying.
All right. LJ, what you got? You on them Rockets?
Money line.
Ooh,
Money line.
Rockets.
Holy shit.
And you can give me the first half too.
Holy shit.
You know what? I'm with you on that first half though.
First half.
Rockets
and money line.
First half. Whoa.
The Rockets bench has more athletes than the Clippers bench does.
I agree with that.
So we still got Tate. We still got Kevin Martin Jr. I think Kevin Porter's out, but we got Kevin Martin, Kenya Martin's son. That boy be balling.
Junior, right.
So we have athletes on our squad, and it's our last home game of the season. I think we're gonna want to go out strong, bro. And
Put a little bit on that money line for me, then, man.
yeah, it's Rockets, bro. Clippers ain't trying to play. They didn't even take the flight. All they players out. You know what I'm saying? So this is pickings for the Rockets, bro. All day. Lock it.
All right.
I'm gonna jump on that shit right now, dog. I'm gonna jump on that shit right now. Right now. You talk me into it. Say no more.
Hey, man. Take the +8 and the money line. Cash, both of them.
I already took the +8. Now,
Dad, what you got?
Z money line.
Nah, I said I passed on this one.
All
Big
right.
time pass. I'm finna sprinkle a little something on this money line, dog.
Well, before we get to these Kings Wizards, I'm kind of right there with LJ. You know, Clippers, they trying to scramble right now to get a legit starting five, and then second quarter. You know, towards the end of the first quarter and the top of the second quarter, they going through third stringers. You know what I'm saying? And so
I damn near want to do first quarter, first half, and
like
full
Rockets.
game. But nah, that's too
Do
much.
the trifecta. I'm with LJ on this one. I like the Rockets first half with the points. Yeah, I'm gonna press the
For sure.
Convince me.
I'm gonna watch that
hey
game
man, be
tonight.
sure to like, subscribe, follow. You was gonna go?
Yeah, I was gonna go to the game for my birthday, but I figured ain't nobody playing, so I go. Like I can watch it on TV. You know, I was hoping to see somebody play.
First half, first full game. Let's go. Plus 260, plus 200. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's cash. It's the only time we get the cash with these boys.
Yeah, I might jump.
It's not a heavy card today. It's not a lot of action. I'm not going really, really big. So, fuck it. Fuck it.
I ain't gonna lie. That boy LJ fine. That's Sadiq Bey. That's a good prop bet. I'm all over that, dog. That's a good prop.
What was it, Sadiq
But let's
Bey?
get on over 20.
Over 20. What game was that? Oh shit.
Detroit
game. All right, I'm gonna go look at that. Sadiq Bey.
Let's get on to this next game. Sacramento Kings taking on Memphis, who are sitting out a couple of guys too. This line opened up in favor of Memphis -9. Since the injury report's been out, it's -3.5 right now, still in favor of Memphis.
That just dropped.
The total is at 229.5. It opened up at 229.5. Right now, that line is at 225. Sacramento Kings, they're 31-39 on the year, 33-36-1 against the spread, while the Memphis Grizzlies are 37-33 on the year, 41-28-1 against the spread. Get to these actual factuals. The Kings, they're 4-1 against the spread last 5 games. They're under 6 out of the last 8. They're 6-2 straight up in the last 8 games. 4-1 against the spread last 5 games against Memphis. The under 7 out of the last 7 games when Sacramento's on the road. They're 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 games of the season. 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 games when playing against an opponent on the Western Conference. They're 5-2 straight up in the last 7 games in the month of May. Memphis. The unders hit 4 out of the last 5. They're 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games. The overs hit 4 out of the last 6 when playing against Sacramento. They're 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games when playing at home. 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games this season. The unders hit 6. The unders hit 8 out of the last 10 when playing at home against the Kings. But they're 1-5 against the spread in the last 6 games when playing against a Pacific Division opponent, and 3-8 against the spread in the last 11 games played in the month of May. Injury reports: Barnes is doubtful for the Kings. Holmes is out. Bagley has been downgraded to doubtful for today's game as well, and Woodard is questionable for today's game. For Memphis, Brooks is out. Jackson Jr. is out. Clark's out. Morant is out. McDermott is questionable. And the center is out. I ain't been watching these doors. That motherfucker is out. I'm not even trying to say that boy name. If I watch them on NBA, I'll know all these cats' names. Sacramento, they're on a 1-game losing streak. Matter of fact, these guys are on a back-to-back game. They lost yesterday 116-110 against Memphis. Memphis on a 4-game win streak, beating teams that they are supposed to beat. besides that Dallas, if you want to, I don't know how you want to look at that, but they beat Toronto, Pelicans, Dallas, and Sacramento. Memphis taking on Sac Town. What you got, LJ?
I'm gonna pass on this game. It's too many injuries, and Memphis is
Yeah.
obviously preparing for this Sunday night showdown against Golden State because it's gonna decide that slot. So, same way Golden State sitting out Steph and Draymond tonight, Memphis doing the same thing. It's gonna be a big game Sunday. So, whoever wins that game is definitely gonna secure that
Eight
eight spot. Okay, yeah.
They're planning to play for that 7-8, so they don't have to.
Yeah.
If they win the first playoff game, they're automatically in.
Yeah, so I'm a pass. If I lean towards the Kings plus the points, but I'm not gonna trust it. They got Holmes out, and he's an important piece in that interior.
Plus that Halliburton is out. Halliburton is out.
Yeah, well, Holmes is too. Like I said, they're leading rebounder.
But is Buddy Hield playing?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think Buddy Hield playing.
I think so. I don't
Playing.
see nothing saying he's not.
But yeah, they could get hot. The Kings could get hot. You see what I'm saying? And they
Hield
can win
is
this
playing.
game.
Yeah, Hield can get hot.
So, but for the sake of the show, I'm staying away. I'm just gonna wait for Sunday when Memphis and Golden State play.
All right, D, what you got on this one?
I'm gonna take the Kings. I think Buddy Hield to get hot. That's what I'm betting on. I ain't really got too much info on my take, but I just got a feeling Buddy Hield gonna do something tonight.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you.
Money line or with the points?
With the points.
All right. Marley, what you got?
Yeah, I don't have a play here. And it's simply because, for the reasons LJ said earlier, the Grizzlies are resting too many players to get ready for the showdown with the Warriors. And so even with that, are they preparing for this game, or are they just going to throw the bitch out there and say, hey, go run. If we win, we win. But, are they practicing for the Kings? I don't think so. They're probably prepping for the Warriors. And I'm going to bet that film work is probably going to be on the Warriors, and they're just going to go out there and play. And so I wouldn't put my money on the Grizz. I pass. This other NBA action today. You ain't got to bet on everything. So I'll pass on this.
All right, I'm right there with y'all. Shit, we shouldn't even added this to the mix. So let's get to our last game of the night. We got the Pelicans taking on the Warriors.
I thought we was taking this one off too.
Shit, yeah.
Well, I actually have a plan. We don't have to go through action and all that. Listen, it's simple. There's nobody playing. There's no Steph, no Draymond, no Wiggins, no anybody. I took the under. It's 221.5. I don't think there's going to be a lot of points being scored. And if anything, Kerr's probably going to want the young guys working on defense. So anything, it's just there's no guys there to put the ball in the basket. There's no Steph Curry to give you 40. There's no Oubre to give you even 15, maybe a 20. Wiggins isn't there. There's nobody there. Now, if the bench comes in and runs it up, hey, we lose, goddamn.
Yeah.
But there's nobody playing. I don't even know who the starting lineup is for the Warriors at this moment. So I took the under. I feel like it's going to be a lot of bricks and a lot of probably sloppy basketball. There's going to be a guys that aren't used to playing and not playing. So I took the under.
All right. Well, that's it. D, you got anything on that one, or you good on that one too?
Nah, I'll take Golden State. Better roster.
What's that? Minus 10,000?
Nah, it's pick 'em.
Oh, okay.
It's a pick.
That's funny.
Nobody's playing for New Orleans. I'm not
playing. All right, so
not playing.
So let's.
And I feel like Golden State, they younger players, they didn't have to play because them niggas been injury prone. So Oubre still playing. Can't hear you.
The boy love Ubre. All right, well, so let's do just a real quick recap. Good show on Friday. Yeah, like today, like everybody said, today's game's so trash. Marley, he likes the Wizards first half. Nuggets -8.5. Mavs first half. Rockets +8, and Golden State versus Pelicans under. LJ, he likes the Wizards first half. The Pistons prop bet Sadiq Bay over 20 points. Mavs first half. Rockets money line and first half. Uh, D, he likes the Cavs +9. Nuggets -8.5. Mavs -14. Kings +3.5. And the Warriors on a pick 'em. As for myself, I like the Wizards first half and the Rockets first half, but I'm probably going. I'm not probably. I'm gonna take that Sadiq Bay over 20 points. I'm riding with LJ on that one. $5 come up. What you got, Marley?
There is no $5 come up today. You know what?
Yeah.
I mean, I can do one, but I didn't plan on doing one on these games today. Honestly, just being honest. If you put my plays up, I can make them real quick. It was just a crap day, so I didn't want to do one. But for the people, Wizards first half, Mavs first half. We're going to take the Nuggets. I mean, excuse me, not the Nuggets. The Golden State Warriors in New Orleans under, and we're going to take the Rockets +8. That's it right there. That's a good $5 come up. Exactly, United Days.
All right. I would ask LJ for his little for the Parlay Kings play. He probably went to go get some napkins or something. He been over here eating like a motherfucker, making me hungry. Mike, anybody got anything? I got something to talk about. Watching ESPN while I'm shooting the show. Justin Fields looking good. Justin Fields and Trey Lance looking good in the rookie workouts right now.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I want to see that.
What'd you say?
I want to see that. I want to see that. I'll say that's good. I want to see that.
I will be. Good. No, okay. I will be doing a video tonight for the FCS championship game for tomorrow with Sam Houston State taking on South Dakota State. Should be a good one. I did not even know till I started doing some research that Sam Houston State came back and won. The boys was down like 28-7 or 28-3.
I haven't even been
halftime last week, and I just shut them off. And you know, I did see something earlier this week that had an article talking about Sam Houston why their championship Calum. I'm like, I didn't even know. I'm like, I thought the motherfuckers lost, got drove by James Madison. But apparently they came back. They had like 24 points.
Too focused on baseball. I mean basketball. So I haven't done anything. Pay any attention to focus on basketball.
Well, this is it. So this is gonna be I will do a D1 AA championship video tonight. So be on the lookout for that. D, you got anything you want to talk about? Open mic. We talk about any and everything. LJ, wait for LJ come in before we get out of here. LJ.
Yeah, LJ. LJ, you say today's birthday.
LJ. Well, that's a bet, man. Hey, we appreciate D. We appreciate you coming.
I got one thing to say. Open mic.
So, for today's show,
can I say something on open mic?
Yeah,
that's LJ in the background. All I gotta say is that Dogecoin is going back up. If boys didn't see, boys that was talking down, we still going to the moon. We're still going to the moon. That's all I wanted to say, Coach.
That's what's up. I got my
Shiba Inu.
Shiba Inu.
Look into the Shiba Inu. Look into Safe Moon. For a long-term coin, look in the XRP Ripple once they finish dealing with the lawsuits. But that is it, man. That's all I got, man. I am the coach. My boy Marley, he is the man of this show. I'm just filling in. And as Marley likes to say,
Let's beat Vegas. We out this motherfucker.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach.